Hello and welcome to CR Reviews. Today we'll be going over Stargirl 2020 television series. I spelled out television because I realized, and it's kind of sad, that I think half this country don't know what TV stand for. So I've spelled out television, capitalizing the T and the V because that's kind of how it happens. Also, it is a series. I want to put streaming series, but I'm like, it appeared on TV. So, in any case, I remember when, honestly, this is short. This is short. I remember when streaming was when somebody would go live and stream something. Not just, it's from somewhere being shown. I remember that. It's like, I remember that. That it ain't been but 3 years. It's only been not 4 years tops. Now streaming services, we put on our platform, you can look at it. Oh, when you think you got something figured out, they change what the fuck it means. Any case. Stargirl. This is, look, this is based off the DC universe. I hate that term, universe. Why? It used to be realm, genre, the style of. Now it's a universe. Why? Because thank you, WWE. So, in any case, and they got it from somewhere else. I can't remember where that crap came from. In any case, this TV show is basically about a girl that has to don the powers, per se, powers of Starman. And, spoiler alert for this. I'm not giving any other spoilers, really. She has no powers. She has none. It's all in the staff. Starman had none. Fighting skill of Stargirl, the potential is almost unlimited. This isn't a spoiler either. She's a gymnast. Well, yeah, she's not a gymnast because she doesn't practice it. So she's not a gymnast. She has done gymnastics. Here's the thing. When it comes to TV shows, when it comes to movies, even real life politics, social issues, affairs of the heart, you have a good guy and a bad guy. In pro wrestling, you got your heels and your faces. And I've started looking at these things more like from a wrestling point of view. Your heel is your bad guy. That's the one that does the dastardly bad things and pretty much tick people off. Your common internet troll. Your face is the one that doesn't do anything underhanded, and if so, had to be pushed. So what they do underhanded is done in okay, we see exactly. You had no choice. All right. If you want to see a beautiful example of that, watch the TV series or streaming series or service, mainly Netflix, I think it is, but Warrior.
HBO MAX.
HBO MAX? Yeah. Okay. Awesome. HBO MAX. Warrior. Awesome. All right. Stargirl. Here's my issue. Okay. No, I can't do that because it'll ruin what Sidra could say. Because I haven't planned on her saying anything, but I think she could deliver it far more succinct than I can. So go ahead and tell what your issue is overall with the show. Because I can only sum it up as Susie Homemaker or some crap. And it's going to sound bad, not going to come across properly. So, without spoiling situations per se, what's your issue? Can you generalize it? Because it don't have to be
I'm not going to get specific. Watching Stargirl, I want to say for the first 8 episodes, because none of them had any quality.
Not one redeeming quality.
Not
I,
main character.
Oh, these are the heroes she's talking about.
Yes, the main character. And what shows like this is they take the stereotype for the ones you see sci-fi movies. That's what you. Whereas there are so many teenagers out there who are very capable, think, and aren't stupid. This girl was,
From jump.
and I guess it's supposed to be the coming of age. I mean,
My
my only thing I can say is I ain't got time for all that shit.
That's seriously. After the first episode, Sidra was like, "I'm done," and I'm like,
I love my man very much, and I watch it. And nothing to do with the with the way these teenagers acted, there is no way they succeed.
they shouldn't have made it past episode 4.
They should not have succeeded at all. I wanted to all into different. And let's see, on top of that, only word I could think of to describe it as campy. It's not as bad as Batman with Adam West and Burt Ward,
But
it
it's
really got that sensation.
pow, kaboom,
That's
blam. Hi, Batman, we've got you cornered. Actually, no, you don't, because I have these things in my mind. We will stand in this room and talk for a little bit, and then you will see my plan unfold physically as we dance around the room with very, very fake punches and action scenes. The movie, the TV series ain't really that bad, but
you get that feel
it
from
kisses it. It kisses it so well.
And it's like the only good characters were the bad guys. When you stop to examine the abilities of the guy, experience of the bad guy,
And how they've used those abilities.
they should not have a. I mean,
That's not a spoiler. Come on, good guys got to win, or what? You don't have a series, right?
the writers, they shit the bed on this. It was terrible.
And these are I don't know if it's the same writers, but it's the producers from, what'd you say, Flash and Arrow?
Yeah, it's from his universe, Flash and Arrow. But Arrow was dark. Flash isn't dark. It has a darkness to it. This show is just not geared towards adults. It's just not.
It's not geared towards teens either.
It's geared towards like 8-year-olds maybe. I guess the big 8-year-old demographic out there that's digging this shit. Or maybe it's the 18 to 5-year-olds that like to see hot young ass and pants. I don't know.
Yeah, hot ass, sure, yeah, all right.
I don't know. But it was. I did not like it. And when I read that it was green lighted for a second season, I was like, what the hell?
Okay. So let me start off with my own personal cringe, because I'm about to make y'all be like, oh my goodness! Because, y'all can't handle shit at all. Those that can't. Those that can, awesome! And those that can't, honestly, just what the fuck. In any case, it's a scolding preface. So, this series, I literally was at that point of why waste my time. Okay? I went to my bare bone basics to keep me interested, just so I could see that this might come to fruition somehow. Because I had an idea in mind of what they are trying to do with this series. Alright? So, my idea was maybe they're going to start off exceedingly crappy and build and show how they have to build up and become a unit and become better fighters, become a little bit wiser through strife, turmoil, and trauma and things like that. That was my idea, but I had to get there. So the only thing that honestly, the few things that kept me going was the fact that Stargirl's suit is blue and white. I'm a sucker for blue and white on outfits. And she had nice thighs. Nice enough anyway. That was it. Oh, nope. I like the way her hair looked while she was Stargirl.
The staff was cool.
The staff, I wanted to know what the staff was. I was trying to figure out the staff. Staff got its own personality, but no one cares about it. That's weird. You watch this show and see bullies. You see how things are handled. And then you see how adults in a very conservative mindset, podunk, well-to-do town. And why does that sound like an oxymoron? Because it is a jacked up it's a town that is kept up beautifully. But when you listen to the people in these meetings, it sounds like the town is slowly but surely going under. At the same time, nobody has a worry. Everybody has money. Everybody is okay. And you don't see many people of color. You don't get to see many people of color. One of the heroes is a person of color who gets, Yeah, hold up. One of the heroes is a person of color, female, disrespected by the group, her family, and everyone around. No one gives a shit. They just disrespect, like, hey, you black, fuck you, in a polite way. And then you got one, she of Latin descent, Hispanic, and she makes a really fucking stupid decision, but yet I understand her decision to go forward with this stupid thing. I get it. So I'm not against her at all for it. Although I thought it was stupid. If I was a female, I might have done the same thing. Might. It just depends. But then how she's treated by when I say everyone, I mean 100% everyone but Stargirl. When you see that, you're like, this is why people commit suicide. This is why people go to school and shoot them up like dogs or cats or something that you feel superior to, that you don't mind dying in front of you. Just name it. Whatever group of whatever it is. Ants, cockroaches, spiders, personally for me, spiders, kill them all. Slugs, well, yeah, gross, but no, mosquitoes, screw it. Universal mosquitoes, kill them all. Anything else can be spared, kill the mosquitoes.
I mean, I don't have a trash can.
They've never been there.
Yes, they have.
Oh, I ain't seen it.
I know, but only when I'm out there and it's wet, rain, bugs, and have a little foot party.
How do they get up there? Okay, anyway. So you get to see this crap and you start cheering. Someone just hand her a gun and tell her to go to school. You got unlimited ammo. You know? Or whoever does something wrong to her, they just fall over dead. That's how bad it is.
And what's worse is parents. A beseeching and reasonable plea for decency.
Basically throw their hands up and say, I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Fuck you.
And fair play. And they're like, you are damaged goods forever. Go to your room. And then when this bitch go off to college and don't come back, why doesn't she come to visit? Because y'all ain't shit.
That didn't happen, but that's what Sidra said. Y'all gonna treat her like this, and then she go off. You treat your, seriously, for everyone out there, you treat your kids like crap and don't validate them, and you get older, you wonder why they don't come around to take care of your dumb ass.
That's why.
That's the epitome of a comeuppance. All right? So if you treat your kids like crap and they don't come take care of you, that's why. And if your kid's a piece of shit anyway and you done good by them, for them, all right, and they don't come take care of you, it's because they were a piece of shit anyway. So it's not a damn if you do, damn if you don't. It's just notice why. Make sure as a parent you aren't the reason why the kid don't give a shit about you. All right, just make sure you were the one, because definitely that ties into this show. Because this girl, Stargirl's parents, okay, her dad turns out to be a piece of shit. Not going to explain how and why, but it's bad. It's a harken back to Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yep, I thought it then. I ain't say nothing. I want to wait till the review if we did one. The mother, stupid. Seriously, I want to throw her into the pit, followed by a spear and a bomb.
But you know what? When she made a turnaround, it was a quick one.
It was a good one.
She flipped the switch completely. I was, on board for, staying alive.
All it did was get to the point where I was like, okay, I don't want to blow you up, but still that pit looks nice. That's where I was. But she got to see some things and she's like, oh crap. So, okay, I might not throw her in the pit. We'll have to see season 2. Honestly, I love Stargirl's outfit. I love the way her hair looks. I think the mask is stupid. She needs something that covers more of her face. She might look a little villainous, but she would look awesome. And I'm serious. Hey, question for all superhero creators. Why must the females always show flesh? Black Cat covered up, awesome, love her.
Wasn't Wonder Girl covered up in Titan?
Wonder Girl. Yes, she was. But that's just. Oh, that brings me to this. There's one or maybe 2 scenes where you're like, is Stargirl invulnerable somehow? Because if you are bearing flesh and get dragged across the pavement, you need to have some serious road rash. Maybe road gash as you bleed down your damn calf.
Have you seen A League of Their Own where she slid in the home and her whole entire thigh was black?
Literally wearing about the same type of outfit.
It was black and gnarly from the bruise and the sliding through the dirt. That's how she should have looked.
She came out smooth as everything, unscathed. Things like that. And then when they get beat to shit, they heal quickly.
She didn't. Remember when she caught that beating and she had to go to the hospital? Her hands were messed up. And it stayed that for a little bit.
It stayed that way for about 3 days.
I mean, that's better than nothing.
Yeah, but man, if I could look,
again.
I have sprained my wrist on 2 occasions. One so bad I needed a brace for it, and that won't no damn 3-day thing. I've hyperextended my knee.
Don't heal like that. Abrasions don't heal like that.
They don't. But I get it. Push the story, push the show. If you have the bruises and stuff all the time, that's going to be, some continuity issues because they're going to have to keep it going all the time. That's more money for makeup. So, yeah, I get it.
The only one who was sane and reasonable was the stepdad. He was campy. But the problem is,
Luke Wilson, I love that man in this show. I do, but I want to slit his throat twice.
Better than the whole show.
Yep.
So I wanted to split the whole show.
Look.
The problem is,
go ahead.
They had, unfortunately, because of the dumbassery of Stargirl, they had this man saying the same shit over and over again for 7 episodes.
Yep. Same shit.
Had any different lines.
Because she's stupid. We're going to get to Stargirl, so we ain't even talked about her specifically too much. Okay, Luke Wilson. I like his character. I can't remember his dad name. Um, Pat. Okay. Pat. I like Pat for the great most part. Why is it? And if you're a feminist, you ain't gonna get this. You're not. But it right here makes women and writers look terrible, and it makes men look worse. Nobody wins in this. But whenever the guy is in charge of something and it goes bad, the woman gets to sit there and cast false blame without a challenge. The guy just sits there and tries to make an excuse for the lie the person generated for them. That shit is tiresome.
Yeah.
That shit is literally what should have happened is, you made this happen? No. You need to sit down and listen. No, I'm upset. That's when you just break out, bitch, sit your ass down and listen. What's wrong with you? Let me tell you what happened. And then you make your judgment. But no, I don't like you. You did this and you made this happen. You caused this and all this. And all you do is, I'm sorry.
I'm self-righteous and the truth that you to me. You have to leave this home.
Fuck you.
Serious?
If
he came in and he was giving it to Stargirl, okay, that'd be a different story. But no.
Man, if he was Woody Allen the shit out of her, okay, fine. But no.
And Luke Wilson has got such a homely damn voice.
I love his voice.
Like, does he always talk like that? And that's just his acting voice. Because I tell you, man.
I love his voice. If I was a woman and I heard a dude talking to me like that, I'd just be sold.
You think you're going to sit down and whittle something?
I love his damn voice. That kept me captured in the show, honestly.
Although his son in the show is kind of a big too.
I do.
Like their interactions.
I like their interactions, but I don't like his son. I wish he would have sold his son to somebody else. I am not happy with that boy. I just wish he would have found somebody and say, hey, do you need a boy in your life? Here you go. Sure. I'd be like, look, son, keep your guard up. Yeah. Keep a tight booty hole.
Protect yourself at all times.
Take your ass at all times. Because you on my fucking nerves. Bye-bye. I couldn't deal with that level. The son is more self-entitled than the damn mother.
But then by the end of the show,
he ain't no better.
You kind of feel bad for him because then everybody knows the truth.
Yes.
But him.
But hold up. You know why I didn't give a shit about his feelings? He was an asshole. Okay, fine. No, he is literally, fuck you. Get away from me. Don't talk to me. Don't embarrass me. Don't be around me. Don't say shit to me. Why don't you want to be around me? Why don't you talk to me? Why don't you tell me these things? Fuck you. Fuck you. And the fact that no one pointed it out, hey, you keep pushing us away by saying this and saying that, hey, we don't tell you things because we don't want to embarrass you. We don't want to be around you just like you say. And then there was 2 points. Okay, I'm just being a slightly hyperbolic or going hyperbole on the situation, just a little. But I am not going to be hyperbole with this. When his father sat him down and was trying to talk to him, and he was not respecting him and just giving him these looks and saying these looks, he should have got slapped right across his fucking face. You should never hit a kid. Fuck that shit. Be like this. You're going to respect me or you're going to get the fuck up out of here. Make a choice. That's it. You're going to respect me or get the fuck up out of here. Because there's certain levels that no one should be disrespected. There's certain levels. And that boy, look, no cursing, but he was full on, you ain't going to do shit to me and fuck you. I would have whooped his ass. Damn that. I know that's going to strike people the wrong way. I know people ain't going to like that. But what do you do when someone says to your face, no matter how long it is, fuck you and everything you stand for and any respect that anyone should have for you? I would look down on them because fuck them for having any respect for you. Yeah, put him in timeout, let him think about things. Oh yeah, that's gonna get it. And you're like, don't do this. And he's like, doing it anyway. Shit. you know. And Pat, he tries to get his big boy pants about him, but even Stargirl is like, listen, Pat, I need you to understand something from episode 1 and up. I'm going to take your balls away. Yep. Don't give a damn. Don't do this because it's dangerous. I'm going to do it. Oh no, I got messed up. Yeah, I wonder why, stupid. Don't do it again. I'm going to do it again. What the fuck? This girl is an angsty, crazy teenager. She don't listen. She don't care. It's whatever. Don't give a damn. They literally, this is what the writers did. They make sure you hate this girl from jump. And then you say, okay, she's going through this. I get it. She's going through that. Okay. But then taking that rage out on people that ain't got shit to do with it. And then get to school, and then the school is supposed to be so bad, it turns her into the good guy, where literally you're like, I can't wait for someone else to fuck you up. That's what happened. I was like, I can't wait for someone else to fuck her up.
She go against her stepdad, Pat, and wrangles together a team, and then disrespects the team.
What the fuck? Fuck you, Pat. I ain't listening to you. I'm going to put the team together. But you don't know who they are or what they do, and how you going to just trust any old body with this whatever? And then
the team around handing loaded weapons to teenagers.
Yes.
Join me. Take them go out. We go do some damage.
Yeah. We got 19 rounds, baby. Let's roll. Come back. They're all shot up. They're in the hospital. What have I done? Oh, don't worry. Whatever. I'm going to do it again anyway.
Yeah. I'm going to get some guns to others.
And it's like, what the fuck? And then Pat makes the mistake of, I'm not going to tell you what really happened. I'm not going to explain to you what's really going on or who I am or any of this shit. I'm just going to say, you can't do this. Stop it. No, it's dangerous. I don't want you hurt. Then the mother's like, I can't believe you forced my kid to do this. I'm sorry I did that.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Literally, most of the time, what the fuck? That's where I am.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you done lost your mind. You said what? So it's things like that. It makes it a turnoff. And if you don't want to watch this series based on what we're saying, we understand. We ain't getting paid for this shit. You don't want to watch it? Hell, if you want to watch it just to make a bad review, fine. I think that's a waste of time and not very bright. But hey, your life, do you, boo? All right. Not judging, just saying it's a waste of time. I guess I judge it a waste of time. I don't know. I'm not judging the person, just the action. Any case, so let's get to the next section. The villains. I will not spoil their plight, their cause. I'm not. But I will say this. The show had to straw man shit a little bit. A straw man is when you hear somebody's argument and then you make something out of that argument that's not there and then tear it down. All right? The show legitimately did that. And there's a little wisdom where I'm kind of like, I kind of see it. But I was seeing it from a political standpoint. Yeah. The bad guys. Okay, so you watch them, you're like, okay, wow, you're bad. You're bad. What the hell? You're bad. But then you start learning their backstories. Oh man, I see where you're coming from. Oh crap.
They did the villains Batman style.
Yes, I mean
Batman the animated series style.
Yeah. Not all Batman, just the animated series where it kind of makes sense. You know, an origin, you're like, oh, I see where this sucks. But then how much can you do before it's like, look, we get where you're coming from. We sympathize, but now you're just doing bad shit to do bad shit. Yeah, you're not just an asshole, you know? So these bad guys, not going to give their names, they they won the fight of fights to open this whole show up. And I gotta admit, it draws you in and you feel how grave this is. And you're like, what now? This is, you literally, you feel that sense of loss, that sense of holy crap. And then, as I said, they're bad guys, but then you start learning their history and you're like, I get it. And then after learning the history and and you realize, wait a minute, so the bad guys are pretty much just living their life and the good guys are actually coming in and messing with them. They're literally drawing them out and messing with them. And the bad guys just like, nobody's going to stop my plan. You know, the rigmarole, yada, yada, yada. But then you learn the plan of the bad guys. Even it got to the point where our man, HOUR space MAN, or I guess it's altogether our man, will he be Junior? He had to ask that question. Are we fighting on the right side?
Yeah.
And Stargirl, wait, but these are good things, right? Yeah. Right? What are we doing? The bad guys got a great point. And that's rare in anything. So I applaud the writers for this. That plot, amazingly beautiful. I love it. It's modern. It makes sense. And their way of getting it done, I would like to disagree with it, but damn it, what else can you do? Yeah. And then the consequence of fighting their technique, my mindset was, well, let the motherfuckers go. You know, I don't care. Just get this positive shit. And then you're like, but it might not be those that are hateful. It just might be anyone in general. So, oh, God damn it. You cheer the bad guys in this series. You end up cheering them because the good guys are that stupid, that it's not bright. They're not going to listen to anyone. They're not going to learn anything. And the lessons that they should learn, they act like they never happened. And you're like, well, I can't wait for you to be dead. You literally, you're just like, why are you alive? And then the bad guys use their powers in certain ways on certain people. It's like, instant, you're gone, fuck you. Then they go to the good guys.
They don't do it that way.
And it's like, what the hell? Poor writing.
It's like you take your knife to cut your steak. Oh, wow, it's really good. Somebody give you a piece of pork and you go outside and try and like slide along the step to get the cut. It's like,
what?
It's not a knife. No, this step sliding will work.
You know, yes. When she was talking about steps, I thought about raking it across the steps like when people trying to break their zip ties in all the other movies. Yeah, that, okay. It's like, we're going to cut it this way on brick.
You get this meat to slice. It's just, you know, it would have been roll credits if the bad guys had done what they already showed they could do.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay. Brainwave. Let's not talk about him. He's pretty. Brainwave. I'm gonna just say this: evil with a purpose for good. Yes, he is. Wow. But yet, I understand. I absolutely understand, and I don't blame him. I want to talk about his son. This shouldn't even been called Stargirl. It should have been called BW Jr. or Henry. Because that character, that actor, I love that guy. That guy, that was, when do your powers kick in? How do they kick in? How do you learn stuff? And he's got nothing. And he's working. Yeah, rich, pampered boy, per se. A jackwad in the beginning that got what he deserved. But he started turning that around. You don't know if he's good, if he's bad. And then when he starts to put the fights up, his acting skills are superb.
And you cheer for him.
Yes, even if he's doing villainous stuff, you're cheering for him.
Only 2 points in this whole show where I had an emotion that wasn't frustration, anger, or fuck all y'all.
Don't spoil it.
And that was concerning him. And
He had a small, brief speech of hope that jerked the tears out of my heart.
And the other one was with the night.
And the night, oh my goodness. I wanted to hold and console him so damn bad. I was almost angry that I couldn't help that man. They did a great job with those two. I love it. It's almost like, look, we're going to write everyone else to be pedantic and boring. But these two, yeah, these are the money makers. They pulled things, oh my goodness. Yes, I want to spoil it, but I'm not. Just certain lines said.
The way that they're said,
it means so much when you put
desperation and the sorrow.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
And the rest of the thing, you just couldn't feel anything.
Okay.
The whole show, the whole series.
Henry, the Knight, Pat. I'm good.
Yeah.
If those three worked together and went against some villains, I'd have been all right because it would have worked.
Okay, if any of you all are familiar with Legends of Tomorrow,
you're going to do this, aren't you?
yes.
You're going to do this.
There was the episode where, you had the pair of Firestorm, the old gray physicist.
I think his name was Gray.
Gray, yeah.
I think.
And the black dude, young black dude, had to get together to make a flying fiery dude. Okay.
Which the black dude was in control, but he had the wisdom of Gray, so I think his name was Gray.
I think so.
Yeah.
He died. I don't remember how he died, but he died. Okay.
They just wanted him off the show, or he just wanted to leave because.
And the black dude, who was his counterpart, who he merged with this dude on a regular basis to fight the baddies, he was distraught. And he shed no tears.
He had the sound. He had the
cry face.
But he didn't have. I mean, if this was Tropic Thunder, be like, hey, look now, don't look now, hey, but no tears. You know.
He shed no tears, and I'm sitting here thinking, you supposed to be trying to make me feel this shit, and you like, and there's nothing rolling down here. They could have dropped some Visine and squeeze. They could have done anything. No, I'm like, I feel nothing for this. They're doing a graveside, tombstone, everything.
Sidra was laughing her ass off.
I was like, this motherfucker ain't got no tears. What? How was I to believe this? Then it was off the show, and I was like, okay, good, because that was pathetic. That was pathetic. They just, man, I don't know, man. It was terrible. That sense of detachment is how I felt the entire fucking show of Stargirl. I didn't give a damn about nobody except for Henry and the Knight.
Yeah.
This would be supposed to be establishing mainstay characters, and we can't be the only ones that feel absolutely nothing.
Hey, maybe you can look on your phone and see if there's a reception thing.
Where's my phone?
Maybe you can use mine. Let me put the code in. Let me all that right there. Well, why don't you give us the microfilm? We're past the 80s and 70s, ain't we? Yeah, give us the microfilm. It's always the fucking microfilm.
In the dark
and they get the microfilm and don't do shit with it. They listen. What about part 2 where we do something with the microfilm?
Yeah, stop dying for it.
Stargirl, nice. I like the name. Yeah, I love the opening of it. Pretty cute. I like shiny things. You know, but man, our man didn't have. There were points of, hey, you know, this guy might nope, he fucked up. Oh, but you know what? I understand the anger that he done fucked up. I'm like, what is wrong with people? And look, it's bad enough that everyone disrespected the black girl, but then she had to keep going and trying to prove it. And her parents are some self-entitled. I'm like, There ain't enough people that look like you in this town where you can treat your daughter like a damn slave that you can't whoop up on because TV. It's not that they were vicious or yelling. No, just that entitlement that you're going to do this even though I just told you to get the fuck away from me. Don't care about their daughter, don't want to chill with her, don't want to do nothing, and then, hey, you're going to do this for us? Fuck you. But then when she starts learning stuff and you want to cheer for her, she keeps doing stupid shit. And it's like, man. And then the things about the technology she get and how she feel about it, you can't help but pour your heart out for her. Because you get to hear from her side. And it's not that you're like, oh, no, because her stupidity balances out. So you're kind of like, yeah. It just, you can't get to how you would feel about Henry, or the knight. You just kind of like, I think she was probably where the mom, I felt for her the whole time, the way I felt for the mom near the end.
Talking about?
The black girl. I forgot her name.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I forgot her name. I think about a code name. I can't remember a code name. Black girl, Dr. Midnight.
Okay, so look.
Just think about that, right?
Oh, damn. You're right.
Yeah, that's fucked up, ain't it?
So.
I said it then, we was watching it. But anyway, so you found the receptions and stuff?
So the rating, there were 13 episodes. The rating for people 18 and 49 was 0.3 for the pilot, 0.3 for the second episode, and then 0.2 for the rest of the episode. And
yet this gets another season.
Generally, they got about 1 million views.
That's not good.
1.2 for the pilot, 1.9 for 2, 1.1 for 4, and they drop steadily.
And it gets another season.
So the finale was 0.8.
Good.
Okay. And according to this, it had one of the best series premieres for SCW. I don't know, but look, Rotten Tomatoes, 89% out of 38 reviews. Average rating is 7.61 out of 10. Somebody said, a stellar series, perfect for anyone looking for a little hope. Stargirl is a delightful fun the whole family can enjoy. Metacritic, 60 out of 100.
You know who's no, screw that. You know who said that? Extremely opie-like white people.
Let's see the next one. Some dude said, hardly seems to reinvent the wheel or even expand the mold. Still, it's a mix of solid characters, clever writing, and youthful exuberance. Has a brighter light than most.
Who the fuck is Harley?
Hardly.
Oh, hardly. Okay.
And some other dudes.
Don't call me Shirley.
Derivative.
Come on.
Let me get through this bullshit.
Okay.
Some other dude said, derivative, but should feel the superhero origin story shape hole in your heart. I also said the result is that a show that is frequently derivative to the point of distraction might actually feel a need for viewers able to concentrate on its occasional charms until better superhero shows return. And yes, it got a second. They canceled Supergirl.
Because, she got pregnant. In real life, she got pregnant.
You don't stay pregnant forever.
I remember on Scandal when Olivia Pope, the one that played her, got pregnant. Mm-hmm. They just hid that shit well. I remember on Cosby Show when Claire got pregnant.
They did some silly shit, but they kept going.
Yep, they made sure she would sit down at certain angles and then cover up with things and working on a quilt and stuff like that. Yeah, just until it was like, okay, end of the season, and then you have your kid, you come back, yay. Same with Olivia, Olivia Pope, someone gets pregnant. Well, Supergirl, if they found out that you actually had sex in real life.
I mean, she had sex on the show.
Yeah, but in real life, you actually had sex and got pregnant. People think that you're supposed to be pure. If you're having sex on the show and in real life, they're going to just think the wrong thing about us. Or whatever stupid thing that I mean, like, she got pregnant, cool. We'll wait until she gives birth, get her slightly toned back up, 3 months after she gives birth, and then, get back to the show. What the fuck? How hard is that? I liked Supergirl, man. Fuck.
Supergirl was good.
It was. This is an abomination. Okay, now going on the superhero origin, let me get into that. Okay, here's the thing. Stargirl is supposed to be a teenager, roughly there of 15. Did great with that. The girl might be 17 or 18, who knows? Or she might actually be 14 or 15. Cool either way. All right? When it comes to acting like what I have seen in the cartoons of Stargirl and whatnot, she's spot on to a degree. They did not have to make her a jerk. It didn't have to make her that whatever YOLO shit. That was the poor writing. Making her gung-ho, stalwarting her desires, and wanting to go after people and do the right thing. Fine. Good. She didn't want to listen to Pat. She was like, we got to take these people down. And Pat not being like, let me spell something out to you. Okay? Because he didn't do this. He did not do this. If I were Pat, if I were in his shoes, and my stepdaughter finds something and she can go fight crime or something, or at least the ones that I remembered, I would be like, sit down so I can tell you something before you go out. Like, we gotta go now. I'd be like, sit your ass down. This ain't no toy. This ain't people going out there having fun and then you beat them in some hot scotch and then they go away because you just beat them in that. They didn't roll the rock enough times upward or some crap. These people murdered and killed for a living. They weren't even assassins that got paid to do it. They did it because people got in their way just a little bit. The people that were in charge of protecting the world from people like this were murdered, killed on the spot. I watched them bleed out and die. You are not thinking that you are mortal. You think nothing's going to happen to you and you're just going to go in because you got a staff and it's going to be all great. You're going to do something cool and then they're going to learn their lesson and probably apologize, put their hands out and say, take me to the cops. That ain't it. They will whoop you up because you are inexperienced in fighting. You are inexperienced in using that staff. You are inexperienced in trying to evade worse ass whoopings. Where are you going to hide? How are you going to go out there, do what you do, and if things go bad, how are you going to get away? And where are you going to run to for safety? Are you going to come back here? You're going to let them know where we and your parents live? Where they can come and just kill us because you ain't thinking? I would give her this talk. You need training. You have to be able to use that weapon to its skill and then push it past that. You have to do what its previous owner couldn't do. You have to fight without that weapon. Because if you can't fight without that weapon, then you are meaningless. You have to be able to defend yourself without that weapon as if you had it. That is the only way you could go out and actually fight these people. And then again, you need a team because you against 5, 6 or whatever of them and their henchmen ain't gonna make it. In other words, you need to act like you got some goddamn sense. And that's just straight up how I would present it. But if it has to be a campy way, it'd be less vocal. It wouldn't have the black bass in it. You talk more like this so she can understand and not be all scared. Since I scared some white kids with my voice, calling my own daughter. So clearly I got to talk like this, and then they'll listen and feel safe and secure about things. Literally, I think 5 times each episode I had to say motherfucker. Literally, I had to say it. Don't be afraid of the word motherfucker. Don't be afraid of it. This show should have not been done this way. There's some other ways it could have been done. Shouldn't have made the kids jerks. But they did. They were not smart. They were not listening. I mean, literally, they did everything that they should not be alive right now. They shouldn't be alive. There should be no season 2. Pat should be walking down a road like Bruce Banner, with the sore thumb sticking out, crying that he's lost everything and everyone. That's where he should be. Bruce or David Banner, it could be either one. Since, they can't get his name right, why should I?
Yeah, I never understood that. I don't know why they think.
So, Stargirl, I get the name. I get where she got it from. I thought it was pretty cool. And right when I was ready to just say, I'm never watching season 2, the twist at the end. I'm like, shit, now I gotta see it. What does this dude do? It's got kind of where you were a little bit, Sidra. Like, oh man, now you got to show up. I got to see how this is gonna go down now. Now it's gonna be a fight, a good guy versus good guy fight for some shit. What in the world? Oh man. But hey, that you got anything else to add, or you just looking up more stuff?
I got enough. I've voiced my decision.
All right. We talked about good and bad with this. We did what we could. All this. I get. There's some other things we could talk about. Not this show, but some other shows maybe. In any case, this has been Cedric and Sidra for CR Reviews. Thank you for your time, patience, energy, and all comments we welcome. We welcome. See if you can get past the first or 2 episodes of this. Oh yes, here's a little secret, everyone. Here's a secret. The reason it's easy to stomach this bullshit is because we watched Birdemic 1 and 2. If it's not that bad, it's alright enough to keep going. That's about where it is. Watch Birdemic 1 and 2. And then judge all those movies you didn't like and TV series. That's how I see it. Well, anyway, appreciatively thank you for listening.